What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Butcher bringing you another Call of Duty Advanced Warfare game. Play on the map Retreat, and I'm using that EM1 Poner. About to go in on them. It also has stock foregrip, heatsink, low profile, cold-blooded, blast suppressor. And you know every class gotta have that toughness on it. And I think we're going against I think it was a little group of people. I think it was like a little clan or some stuff, something like that. But they was bad mouthing us in the pregame lobby, and I was like, man, I'm about to go in on y'all with this damn laser. They didn't believe me, but watch the gameplay. You'll see your boy put in some work. But today's video, I'm gonna talk about my first fight. I think it happened back, I want to say I was around like 8 or 9 years old. It was outside of grandma's house, on Wood Street. A lot of my shit happened back then at grandma's house. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe it was the area grandma was in or whatever. Grandma wasn't broke or nothing, but we had us I'm trying to think, how can I describe this house? I'm gonna say it was kind of in the hood, but there was one good block of houses, and that's where grandma's house was. So then all the other houses around it, kind of looked a little trashy. It was a trashy area, but I guess we had the new build. Grandma had the decent built house or whatever. But I'm getting a little off topic. But anyhow, my first fight happened outside grandma's house. Okay, it was one of the kids I went to school with. His name was Sean. A little taller. He's a Latino kid, and me and him were pretty cool. But for some reason, it seems like I don't know. We just got into it over some dumb shit. Most fights are over dumb shit. Well, the argument we had got into was it was over whose little brother was tougher. Now, he used to always talk about how tough his little brother was. And it kind of, after you hear somebody talk about how, I'm going to say, just brag about something over and over, after a while, sometimes it tends to get annoying, So, one day he's over talking about how his little brother could probably beat up my little brother. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, man, your little brother's a lot smaller than my little brother. My little brother bigger, my little brother's a big kid, man. He was real tall for his age and everything, man. But he was like, man, my little brother, he watches Fight Club. And if you guys don't know what Fight Club is, Fight Club was a movie with I want to say Brad Pitt or something. It came out a long time ago, man. It wasn't a bad movie or whatnot. But anyhow, he used to talk about my little brother watches Fight Club, and me and him, we practice fighting all the time and stuff like that. And I'm sitting there like, man, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, just because you fight with your little brother, what, you're not like you're intentionally trying to harm him or something. You're not doing anything. I mean, and he's just sitting there going back, well, I bet you I can kick your ass. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, bro, you don't want it, But I'm laid back. So, I ain't gonna say I got scared or anything. I'm saying, he was a little taller than me and everything, and a little bit bigger than me, but I'm not gonna say I bitched up or whatever. But I knew deep down it was not a reason to get into a fight over, so I tried to, just dropped it, I tried to drop it a little bit.
Cause you's a bitch.
And he for some reason, he didn't seem like he was having that. He was like, what are you gonna do, you fucking nigger? And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, like, wow, that was the very first time I was ever called that. And I was like, wow, just straight shocked. It was like, but anyhow, it was like, the bad thing was, after he said that, and I'm looking around, I had a couple of kids across the street, they was outside too, it was a little group, and I'm just looking around, and I didn't know what to say back, he was Mexican, I didn't know what to call him, So I didn't want to seem like I was a little chump or whatever. So I was like, man, shut up, you bean pie. And he was like, bean pie? What the hell is that supposed to mean? And I'm like, hey, I don't know. That was the first thing that came to my head, bean pie. But anyhow, I decided, this isn't worth it. So I turn around and I go in the house for a little bit. Little did I know, though, my little brother was still outside. Now, my little brother, those who know him, his mouth is always going off. He's a very vocal person, he speaks his mind no matter what. And even at that young age of, I want to say he's about 4, maybe 5, didn't stop playing. So I guess because I went in the house, I guess he figured he needed to take over the battle. I guess he thought I was like I guess he thought his brother was a little bitch or something. That's all I can say. That's probably what he thought. He probably thought I was bitching up. Okay. So he's out there, and I guess he's still arguing with Sean or whatnot. And next thing you know, my little brother comes in the house, and he crying. And I'm sitting there like, T, what the matter? What's the matter, man? T, what's the matter? And he turns, and I guess Sean had the audacity to spit on my fucking brother, bro. He spit. I mean, he spit right on my brother's face. And I'm like, wow. So I go outside. I'm angry, Big brother's job is to protect little brother, So I'm mad than a mug. And then I walk out there. I'm like, I go up, push him. Like, man, why the hell you spit in my brother's face, man? And he's like, what the hell are you going to do about it? Spit on me. He spit on me. I froze. I mean, I was just sitting there, just frozen. Got spit just dripping down the side of my damn cheek. I'm sitting there just froze. Like, wow, did this motherfucker really just spit on me? And next thing you know, it's like I never felt rage like that before. I got so angry. He's sitting there laughing. I just run up, blow, give him a good right. I thought I was Tyson for a second. Mine is I don't bite though, but I thought I was Tyson for a second. I came up, bow, cracked him with the right, hit him with the left, and we ended up grappling. He tried to slam me or whatever, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, why are you trying to slam? You're bigger than me, So he tries to slam, which fails. We up on the car and whatnot, because my mom's car was parked out front. We up on the car, and then I turn him over, then boom, hey, I punch him in the balls. I'm not even gonna lie. I punched his ass right in the balls. He's bigger than me. He knows. He should know. During fights, anything goes. So I gave him a little jab to the ball. He bent over, then I said, bow. Cracked him again. This time, he kind of went like in a daze or whatever, and I want to say I slammed his head up against the fucking window, and then he fell down, and I'm sitting there standing over him and talking shit like, yeah, boom, gotta give him a kick. When they down, you gotta kick them when they down. So I give him a kick, like, boom, like, what you don't want none, you don't want it. Grandma come outside. James, what are you guys doing out here? James, go get in the house. And I'm sitting there like, oh man, I'm in trouble. It kind of irritates me too because, Grandma, okay, we got a little rose bush outside. Grandma used to get that, bro, and tear us up when we was doing something wrong. So for me whooping his ass for spitting in my face, I got an ass whooping because she said I should have came and told her. And that pissed me off. But after that fight, all the neighborhood kids was outside watching and everything. After you win a fight and everything, you feeling like the man. You walking around, you thinking you big. Like, what? You don't want none. I'm tough. You do not want none, and all this other stuff. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing for a couple of weeks, man. I just thought I was the toughest guy in town. But if you enjoyed this gameplay in the commentary, leave a like, subscribe. Tell me about your experiences with your first fight. And this is your boy Butcher, and I'm out. He's trying to.